Hi, my name is Parmveer Singh, and my topic today is Baroque style by Gian Lorenzo Bernini. The artist Gian Lorenzo Bernini is associated with the Baroque style. The word Baroque is a modified version of the Portuguese word barroco, which is defined as irregular pearl or stone. The Baroque style reflected the tension between religion and society between mediums such as paintings and sculptures. The defining characteristics of the Baroque style artworks are strong contrast between light and dark shadows, enhancing effects of colors and dramatic motions in attempt to, represent live action. Baroque artwork display movement by not using traditional lines, but rather incorporating curves, diagonals, and twists to give a more alive effect as shown in the example displayed. The ruffles in the shirt and the attention to detail give a more alive feel to the painting. Baroque artwork is usually a lot larger in size compared to real-world human objects. In example, in the example, you could see sculptures of David created by different artists. The artwork began to develop in the 1600s during the middle of both the Renaissance and Neoclassical period. During this period, Catholicism was undergoing cultural changes which was leading to formations of new religions. This was known as the Protestant Reformation. During this, the church realized that art could be manipulated to represent ideas, to act as propaganda, and to have influence on the locals. Bernini was hired to work on multiple churches and other public art firms that will be discussed later. Bernini created this art form when combined different mediums into one form of artwork. This influenced sculptures, architecture, and painting. Gian Lorenzo Bernini was born on December 7th in 1598 in Naples, Italy. His mother was Angelica Ganalte, and his father, Pietro Bernini, was an artist and sculptor himself. Gian Lorenzo Bernini has 12 siblings and he was the sixth child. One popular artwork Gian Lorenzo Bernini completed in his father Pietro Bernini was the Fontana della Barcia, which translates to Fountain of Old Boat, and is a popular fountain located in Rome, Italy. Out of the approximate amount of 150 paintings that Bernini created in the 1620s, only around 35 to 40 of those paintings are still in good condition today. Along with making sculptures and paintings, Bernini also created a few self-portraits. During the 1620s, Bernini was the most popular artist amongst the popes and eventually constructed the interior of St. Peter's Basilica around 1629. Bernini was also widely known for two additional church artworks: the Chair of St. Peter, which is a wooden throne, and the St. Peter's Baldacchino, which is a canopy that overlooks the altar. His most famous fountains are Triton Fountain, Fountain of the Bees, and the Fountain of the Four Rivers. The Fountain of the Four Rivers represents the four main rivers of the continents where Christianity had spread back then. Gian Bernini was added to the front of the Italian 500,000 lire banknote in the 1980s and 1990s. This banknote, which depicted his face on the front and equestrian statue of Constantine, he created on the back. One of the artworks, the Acasti of Saint Teresa, shows a delicate angel that is resembling Cupid holding an arrow posed to strike Teresa. Teresa seems to have collapsed. The second artwork, David looks like he is preparing an attack, gathering all his strength and will. He looks serious as his eyebrows frown and lips are bitten. You can read the emotions and feelings on David's face. Bernini is showing different directions of dynamics, mental tension, and movement. The last artwork, Apollo and Daphne, is based on an episode of famous mythological work. This sculpture depicts this pursuit and the transformation of a girl into a tree. As you can see, Apollo is chasing Daphne, and his hands are beginning to turn into twigs and leaves, and his legs begin to grow into the ground. The Baroque art is now referenced to when coming interior of houses with a rich look. After Bernini, many artists started to use his created art form. Some artists are Charles Le Brun, Giovanni Antonio Canal, and William Drost. These are my references I used. And that is the end of my presentation.